Every 3 seconds, someone in the world develops dementia. This isn't a tragic inevitability written in our DNA. It's a silent epidemic with a hidden culprit. A villain hiding in plain sight, not in our genes, but in our medicine cabinets. The terrifying question is, what if the very medications you trust to keep you healthy, the pill you take to sleep soundly at night or to calm a churning stomach, are secretly and rapidly accelerating your cognitive decline? The truth is, this is not a conspiracy theory. It's a medical reality that most people are completely unaware of. Over $1 billion are spent globally each year on drugs with known cognitive side effects, yet the vast majority of people taking these pills have no idea of the risk. We're here to pull back the curtain and expose a hidden truth. In this video, we're not just revealing the 9 most dangerous medications that are destroying your memory, we're giving you the actionable roadmap to stop the damage and reclaim your mental clarity. But you have to stick around for the end, because the most dangerous one isn't a single pill, but a terrifying combination that could be happening in your medicine cabinet right now. It's the silent storm brewing in your pill box, and the damage it causes is happening much faster than you think. Before we get into the list, a quick question for you. Do you ever feel like your memory isn't as sharp as it used to be? Maybe you're forgetting names, misplacing keys, or struggling to find a simple word. If that sounds familiar, let us know in the comments below with a simple yes. We want to hear from you. We'll be in the comments personally answering your questions and providing some personalized insights. This video could be the most important you watch all year, so grab a pen and let's get started. Your mind depends on what you're about to learn.
Number 9 on our list is the cholesterol conundrum. For decades, we've been told these pills are our best defense against heart disease and stroke. They are a cornerstone of modern medicine, taken by millions to lower cholesterol. But what if this supposed lifesaver is quietly compromising the very organ it's supposed to protect? What if the pill designed to save your heart is slowly stealing your mind? The hidden danger lies in how they work. These pills block a crucial enzyme that creates cholesterol, not just in your arteries, but throughout your entire body, including your brain. And here's the twist. Your brain is a cholesterol powerhouse. It needs cholesterol to build the very walls of your brain cells, the intricate connections between neurons, and the myelin sheath that insulates your nerve fibers. When you lower your body's cholesterol too much, you can starve your brain of a critical building block. A report published in the journal Neurology detailed dozens of case studies where patients experienced significant confusion, memory loss, and a general cognitive fog after starting statin therapy. For many, the symptoms vanished almost immediately after the drug was discontinued. What starts as an occasional senior moment, a forgotten word, a misplaced set of keys, can progress to something much more serious. The brain, deprived of a crucial component, begins to falter. The real-world impact is felt in the little moments, that unsettling feeling of walking into a room and forgetting why you're there, the panic of not recognizing a familiar face. This isn't just about a pill causing fogginess. It's about a fundamental interference with your brain's ability to create and recall memories. So, what's the solution? Do not, under any circumstances, stop taking your medication without talking to your doctor. Instead, schedule an appointment and bring this information with you. Ask them if the brand or dosage you're on could be a contributing factor to your cognitive issues. There are many different types of statins, and some have been shown to have a lower risk of cognitive side effects. Your doctor can also discuss alternative ways to manage your cholesterol through diet, exercise, and other lifestyle changes. This is a critical conversation to have, finding the right balance between protecting your heart and preserving your mind.
Number 8 on our countdown is the chill pill of forgetfulness. In a world filled with anxiety and restlessness, millions of people reach for these little pills to silence their racing thoughts and find a few hours of peace. They are hailed as a quick fix for insomnia and crippling anxiety, offering a temporary escape from the pressures of daily life. But what if that blissful calm comes at an unthinkable cost? What if the same pill that helps you relax is also putting your brain to sleep permanently? The hidden danger lies in their powerful effect on your central nervous system. These drugs, known as benzodiazepines, are designed to boost a neurotransmitter called GABA. Think of GABA as your brain's brakes. It slows down brain activity, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to stop a panic attack or fall asleep. The terrifying twist is that this calming effect isn't selective. It puts the memory-making parts of your brain on pause. The neural pathways that would normally fire to form and store a new memory are simply quieted. A long-term study published in the British Medical Journal followed over 1,700 individuals and found a strong association between taking these types of drugs and an increased risk of dementia, with the risk rising the longer the medication was used. The evidence is clear. What feels like a harmless night of peaceful sleep could be contributing to long-term cognitive decline. The real-world impact is more subtle than a total memory wipe. It's the sensation of a conversation you just had feeling hazy or struggling to remember details from a trip you took last year. It's that profound loss of clarity where one day blurs into the next. Your short-term memory begins to fail, making it difficult to learn new things or even recall a recent experience. So, what is the solution? Never, and I mean never, stop taking these drugs on your own. Sudden cessation can lead to severe and dangerous withdrawal symptoms. This is a conversation you must have with your healthcare provider. Discuss non-pharmacological approaches to managing your anxiety and sleep. Therapies like meditation, cognitive behavioral therapy, or even regular exercise can offer a safer, more sustainable path to peace of mind without putting your memory at risk. Your brain is not a machine you can simply turn off and on without consequences. Number 7 on our countdown is the pink pill of drowsiness. You've seen it on pharmacy shelves for decades. It's the go-to solution for a runny nose, a persistent cough, or a restless night. This little pill, often a distinctive pink color, is viewed as a harmless staple in medicine cabinets across the country. But what if the very thing that makes you feel so sleepy is also actively robbing you of your most precious memories? The hidden danger lies in a class of drugs known as anticholinergics. The active ingredient in these pills, called diphenhydramine, blocks a vital brain messenger known as acetylcholine. Think of acetylcholine as the communication superhighway for your memory. It's what helps your brain cells talk to each other to form new memories and retrieve old ones. When you take these pills, it's like putting up roadblocks on this superhighway. The result isn't just drowsiness, it's a direct disruption of your brain's ability to learn and remember. A landmark study published in the journal JAMA Internal Medicine found that people taking high doses of anticholinergic drugs were 47% more likely to develop dementia. That is not an insignificant risk. The study concluded that the cumulative dose over time was a significant factor, meaning the occasional pill may seem harmless, but its long-term impact could be profound. The real-world impact of this brain-blocking effect is a pervasive mental fog that can be easily mistaken for normal aging. It's the sensation of your thoughts moving through a thick, dense haze, making it harder to recall names, dates, and even recent events. It's a frustrating feeling of disconnection, as if you're always just a step behind what's happening in your own mind. This isn't just about a pill making you feel a bit tired. It's a direct assault on your cognitive functions. So, what's the solution? For a stuffy nose or seasonal allergies, talk to your doctor or pharmacist about non-drowsy alternatives that don't have anticholinergic properties. For sleep, consider non-pharmacological methods first. Things like creating a consistent bedtime routine or using a safe alternative like melatonin or magnesium. Just like the other medications on this list, do not stop taking any medication without consulting your healthcare provider first. The key is to find a solution that helps you feel better without putting your cognitive health at risk. Number 6 on our countdown is the painkiller's price. When you live with chronic pain, a little pill can feel like a lifesaver. It's the solution for a throbbing knee, a relentless backache, or the lingering pain from a past injury. Opioid painkillers are prescribed to millions to give them back a measure of their life. But what if the very relief you seek is coming at an immeasurable cost to your cognitive health? The hidden danger lies in how these powerful drugs interact with your brain. Opioids work by binding to specific receptors in your central nervous system to block pain signals. The twist is that these same receptors aren't just for pain. They're also located in the parts of your brain responsible for memory, learning, and your ability to plan and make decisions. By consistently activating these receptors, the drugs don't just numb your body. They create a general cognitive slowdown, dulling the very functions that make you, you. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that long-term opioid use was associated with an increased risk of cognitive impairment in older adults. The research showed a clear link between sustained use of these painkillers and difficulties with executive function and memory. This isn't a temporary side effect. It's a profound, lasting impact on the brain's highest-level functions. The real-world impact is more than just feeling a bit out of it. It's a persistent mental fuzziness that can make it hard to follow a complex conversation or read a book. It's a struggle to manage daily tasks, to remember appointments, or to keep track of your own medications. Over time, that mental fog can become a constant state, eroding your independence and making simple tasks feel overwhelming. So, what's the solution? These medications are highly addictive, and abruptly stopping can be dangerous. You must work with your healthcare provider to create a safe, supervised plan for tapering down or switching to an alternative. Discuss pain management strategies that don't rely on opioids, such as physical therapy, acupuncture, or even a non-opioid pain reliever. It's a crucial conversation to have, weighing the benefit of pain relief against the real, documented risk to your cognitive health.
Number 5 on our countdown is the acid reflux ripple effect. If you've ever experienced the fiery burn of heartburn, you know the immense relief that these little pills provide. Millions of us rely on them to silence the pain of acid reflux and save us from sleepless nights. They seem so harmless, so effective, so necessary. But what if their purpose, the complete suppression of stomach acid, is causing a dangerous chain reaction in your brain? The hidden danger lies in a critical, overlooked function of your stomach. Stomach acid is not just for breaking down food. It is absolutely essential for the absorption of a vital nutrient, vitamin B12. When you take these pills, known as proton pump inhibitors, for an extended period, you effectively shut down this absorption process. The twist is that B12 is not just a vitamin. It's a cornerstone of brain health. A deficiency can lead to nerve damage and, most critically, severe cognitive impairment and memory loss that perfectly mimics dementia. A recent study published in JAMA Neurology found a terrifying link. The research showed that people who used these drugs for more than 4 years had a 33% higher risk of developing dementia compared to those who didn't. The data suggests that this is not a coincidence. It's a direct, measurable consequence of long-term use. A person I know, a retired professor named Olin Rewa, had been taking these pills for years for chronic acid reflux. He was sharp as a tack for his age, but his family noticed that he was beginning to lose his edge. He would forget entire conversations, struggle with simple calculations, and seem to be constantly in a daze. His doctor, after ruling out other causes, checked his B12 levels, and they were dangerously low. With the help of his physician, he transitioned off the medication and began a strict B12 supplementation regimen. The difference was staggering. His memory and mental clarity returned. The solution is not to simply quit cold turkey, as that can lead to a severe rebound of acid production. Instead, have an urgent conversation with your doctor about alternatives. Ask if there's a non-PPI medication you could try. Discuss dietary and lifestyle changes that could reduce your reliance on the medication. And most importantly, ask to have your B12 levels checked. A simple blood test could reveal a treatable cause for what feels like an irreversible decline.
We're already halfway through our list, and the hidden dangers are stacking up. If the information so far has been eye-opening, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button. It helps this life-saving message reach more people. And if you know someone who takes any of these medications, share this video with them. You might just save their memory. What do you think is next on the list? Comment below with your guess. And to make sure you don't miss the rest of this critical countdown and our future life-saving content, click that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're down to the final 4. Let's keep going. Number 4 on our countdown is the bladder's burden. For millions, the simple act of leaving the house can be a source of constant worry. The fear of a sudden, uncontrollable urge is a real, everyday burden. That's why medications for an overactive bladder are seen as a miracle. They offer freedom and a return to a normal, dignified life. But what if this freedom is a trade, and the price is paid by your mind? The hidden danger is that these drugs, while effective at relaxing the bladder, are also powerful anticholinergics. Just like the pink pills we discussed earlier, they block acetylcholine, your brain's primary memory messenger. The twist is that these medications don't just act on the bladder muscles. They travel through your bloodstream and directly interfere with the same vital communication pathways in your brain that are responsible for thinking, learning, and memory. A major study published in the journal Neurology tracked over 280,000 individuals and found a clear link between the use of these drugs and an increased risk of dementia. The research showed that the risk escalated the longer the drugs were taken, demonstrating a cumulative effect on cognitive health. The same compound that gives you a few hours of relief from bladder control issues is actively interfering with your brain's most critical functions. The irony is cruel. The pill that helps you regain control of your bladder can cause you to lose control of your mind. It can manifest as a subtle but persistent mental fog, a struggle to form new memories, or an uncharacteristic difficulty in following conversations or remembering names. Many people dismiss these symptoms as a natural part of getting older, never once connecting the dots to the pill they take every single day. So what's the solution? please do not stop taking this medication on your own. The first step is to have a frank conversation with your doctor. Ask them about non-drug alternatives, like physical therapy for your pelvic floor muscles or behavioral therapies that can help you retrain your bladder. If medication is still necessary, your doctor may be able to switch you to a different class of drugs that doesn't have the same anticholinergic properties. There are options that can help you regain control of your bladder without putting your memory at risk.
Number 3 on our countdown is the serotonin secret. For people living under the heavy weight of depression, these pills can feel like a lifeline. They are prescribed to lift the fog of sadness, to restore a sense of hope, and to bring back the person you used to be. But what if this mental restoration is hiding a dangerous secret? What if the very pills that help you feel better can, over time, cause you to lose your grip on reality? The hidden danger is that these older generation antidepressants, known as tricyclic antidepressants, have a powerful, unintended side effect. While they work to balance mood-regulating chemicals like serotonin, they also have a potent anticholinergic action. The twist is that they block acetylcholine, the same memory messenger we've discussed before. It's a 1-2 punch. The pill aims to help your mood, but as an unfortunate side effect, it actively interferes with your brain's ability to learn and remember. A study published in the British Journal of Clinical Pharmacology found that patients taking these older generation antidepressants had a significantly higher risk of cognitive impairment, with a clear dose-dependent relationship. The research showed a definitive link between the use of these drugs and memory issues, confusion, and a general cognitive decline, particularly in older adults. The data suggests that for every step forward in mood, you could be taking a step back in mental clarity. The real-world impact is a cruel irony. You may feel less depressed, but also less yourself. You find yourself forgetting important details, struggling to follow a movie plot, or finding it difficult to keep up in a conversation. You may feel a persistent mental fogginess that you simply attribute to your age or the depression itself, never once considering that your medication is the real culprit. It's a subtle but profound loss of mental sharpness. So what's the solution? Never, ever stop taking antidepressants on your own. Abruptly quitting can be dangerous and lead to severe withdrawal symptoms and a relapse of your condition. This is a critical conversation to have with your healthcare provider. Ask if a newer class of antidepressants, such as SSRIs, would be a better option for you. These modern drugs generally do not have the same powerful anticholinergic side effects. You can also explore non-pharmacological treatments like therapy, exercise, and lifestyle changes that can improve your mental health without risking your memory.
Number 2 on our countdown is the blood pressure paradox. For millions of people, these pills are an essential part of their daily routine. They are a frontline defense against the silent killer that is high blood pressure, and they are credited with saving countless lives by preventing strokes and heart attacks. But what if the same pill that protects your heart is also placing a subtle yet significant burden on your brain? The hidden danger is rooted in how these drugs work. Known as beta blockers, they're designed to block the effects of adrenaline, slowing your heart rate and calming your body's stress response. The twist is that they don't just stay in your body, they can cross the blood-brain barrier and affect receptors in your brain as well. While they are saving you from a stroke, they're also causing a generalized mental sluggishness that can be easily dismissed as simply a part of getting older. A study published in the journal Hypertension found that patients taking these blood pressure drugs reported a higher incidence of mental fatigue, memory complaints, and a general lack of mental sharpness compared to those on other types of blood pressure medication. The research suggests that the same sedative effect that calms the heart can have a similar, subtle effect on the brain's ability to function at its peak. The real-world impact is not a sudden, dramatic memory collapse. It's a feeling of being constantly underpowered. You find it harder to focus during a conversation, to recall details from a movie you just watched, or to perform complex mental tasks. It's a slow and steady drain on your cognitive energy, and because it happens so gradually, it's often attributed to simple aging. You might feel a dullness, a slowness of thought that simply wasn't there before. So what's the solution? Just as always, as I can't stop stressing this enough, never stop taking your blood pressure medication on your own. Abruptly quitting can lead to a dangerous spike in blood pressure and significantly increase your risk of a stroke. This is a critical conversation to have with your healthcare provider. Ask them if a different class of blood pressure medication would be a better fit for you, like an ACE inhibitor or a calcium channel blocker would be a better fit for you. These alternatives have not been shown to have the same cognitive side effects. You can protect your heart without sacrificing your mind. But here's the terrifying truth. While each of the pills we've discussed so far can damage your memory, they are not the number one culprit. They are just the opening act for the real threat, a silent, invisible killer hiding in plain sight that is far more dangerous than any single pill.
You've made it to number 1. You were expecting a single name, a pill to blame it all on, a brand name, a single chemical culprit that has been silently destroying your memory. But the most dangerous threat to your cognitive health isn't a single drug at all. The number one culprit is a terrifying combination, something we call anticholinergic polypharmacy. This long name simply means taking many different drugs that all have the same dangerous side effect. Remember our discussions about the pink sleep pill, the bladder medication, and the older generation antidepressant. Each of those is an anticholinergic, a drug that blocks acetylcholine, the brain's memory messenger. Each one on its own can cause cognitive fog. But when you take 2, 3, or even 4 of them together, their effects don't just add up, they multiply. Think of it like this. A single drug is a small leak in your memory bucket. You might not even notice it. But when you have a dozen small leaks all happening at once, your memory can empty out in a terrifyingly short amount of time. That's the insidious nature of this threat. Each pill seems harmless, but together they form a silent army working to sabotage your mind. A study published in the BMJ revealed a terrifying reality. Patients taking multiple anticholinergic medications experienced a cumulative effect on their cognitive function, with some experiencing memory loss equivalent to 10 years of aging in just a few years. It's a fast track to cognitive decline, and because the effects are gradual, they are almost always missed by doctors and patients alike. You can't just swap one pill for another. The real solution is a comprehensive, holistic review of your entire medicine cabinet. This is the most critical conversation you can ever have with your doctor or pharmacist. It's about a de-prescribing review, a deep dive into every single pill, supplement, and over-the-counter remedy you take. You have the power to stop this silent killer by taking control of your medication regimen. This is not about giving up medication. It's about optimizing your health and reclaiming your mind.
The truth is now in your hands. You have the power to protect your most valuable asset, your mind. The information we've shared today isn't meant to scare you, but to empower you. We've exposed the silent threats hiding in your medicine cabinet and given you the knowledge to take a proactive step toward preserving your cognitive health. Now that you know the truth, what will you do with this information? Leave a comment below and share your biggest takeaway from this video. Let us know if this information has changed the way you think about your daily medications. We want to hear your story, and we will be personally answering your questions and continuing this critical conversation with you. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button. It helps us get this life-saving message to more people who desperately need to hear it. And to ensure you don't miss our future videos designed to help you live a healthier, more vibrant life, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thank you for watching, for sharing, and for taking control of your health. Your mind is a gift, and it is worth protecting.